Is Wale's album better than Juicy J's? Hold on. Okay. Now, folks, I saw the thing about Wale, you know, calling up the people at Complex and Flash. Right? I saw that. And like I know Wale a little bit. We ain't homeboys, but I know Wale a little bit. So I saw that and I read it and I didn't give it that much thought after that, right? I didn't really. But then later on in the day, I said, hey, let me press play and let me listen to this Wale call to Complex. And I gotta tell you, it is one of the 5 or 6 funniest things I have ever seen and ever heard in my life. And the thing was, Wale, and look, I said Wale in text was like, look, man, you can't get so bad about this stuff, man. I told him, I was like, look, I do these lists. This is just how it works, right? And I was like, you just can't get as bad as stuff. And the dude said he's not gonna get so bad about it. But dog, he tried to hang in so calm. He tried to hang in so calm. He tried to hang in so calm. And then he heard one thing too many, and he was done. He flashed, just totally flashed. And the dude on the other side, on the other end, is like, A, somehow got quick enough to say, hold on a second, and turn on the tape recorder. But on top of that, Buddy seemed halfway, right? He couldn't tell whether or not he was afraid that Wale was going to roll up or he was just going to bust out laughing. He wanted to laugh so hard throughout the course of that phone call because I can't imagine what it's like getting that phone call. And then Wale hit him with the, you saying Juicy J album better than mine? So I realized that I had not listened to the Juicy J album. I just forgot about it. So today, before the show, I listened to the Juicy J album, and I listened to the Wale tape when it came out. And they are very, very difficult to compare, obviously, because they are 2 different kinds of music. The Juicy J album is pretty good, though, as you might imagine, it gets really repetitive really fast, right? Wale, like I know a lot of people try to say Wale don't be spitting. I really don't know what they're talking about. Wale, he can rap. There ain't no question about whether or not Wale can rap. But as I was listening to the Juicy J album, I heard something funny. It was Wale. He's on the Juicy J album. Like, he couldn't take no solace in the fact that he was on the Juicy J record. I don't really understand. I tell you what I do understand, and I didn't talk to Wale about this, so I don't know if this happened for fact. I just got a pretty good idea that this happened. Sound to me like the Complex list came out. And I don't know if if Wale was reading the list or one of his boys was reading the list and he was like, yo, see if my record's on there. And then they went and looked and the record wasn't on there. Now, what I want to know, I don't know if it was Wale who saw it or one of his homeboys, but somebody quickly noticed Juicy J wherever Juicy J was. And I think that Wale was about willing to let it slide that he wasn't on their top 50. But once he saw Juicy J's name, hey, somebody pass me my phone. Because that was just one more slight that Wale was willing to take. Wale is not a guy who takes slights well. We have seen this. He knows this. He seems to know that he needs to improve at this. But he's not good at taking a slight. But being below Juicy J on that list was just one slight he was not prepared to take. And I sat in here and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. Like, how could I not? How could I not? Like, I had to send the dude a text to say, don't do this. so I could come on here and laugh about it with a clear conscience.